There are three categories we're going to use to review the Jamo Studio 5.0 speaker system: build quality, price to performance ratio, and sound quality. And to keep this review short and sweet, we'll get right into it. But first, if you're new to the neighborhood, don't be a stranger. Hit the subscribe button and make sure your post notifications are on. Let's hop right into it. The Jamo speaker set comes in at $229 US at the time of this video in a variety of colors. And you'll have no problem finding a package to order to your door because they are on every major audio retail website like Amazon and Crutchfield. The speakers are made of an MDF wood wrapped in a mixture of color options. My set is wrapped in white with walnut accents and a gray magnetic grille. Yeah, it's beautiful. The heaviest speaker in the system weighs 12 pounds and stands only 13 inches tall, so the footprint is for the minimalistic or for the people in a small room. At this price point, I can't complain about the build quality. Actually, I need to compliment it. It's not just a small rectangular box. Jamo braced it on the inside to reduce resonances and slapped a waveguide around the tweeter. They even gave us a magnetic grille on all speakers and the option for matching Atmos modules that sit on the top of the 803s. Build quality? It's a 5 out of 5 for me. Price to performance ratio is excellent. These speakers individually are incredibly inexpensive, but to get a 5.0 speaker system that actually sounds good and looks good for under $250, psh, enough said. I'm not sure of a speaker system under $250 US that you can buy that equally or better looks as good and sounds as good that aren't small satellite speakers wrapped in fake piano gloss. I wouldn't say this system sounds better than 2 times its price point, but it definitely is a steal for the money. So, how does it sound? Well, let me start with something I instantly noticed during unboxing: the bass port. All speakers in this system have a slot style port, which is necessary as the small drivers inside the already small cabinet need help reproducing mid to low bass notes. The bigger bookshelves, the 803s, have their port on the front, and the center and rear channels have their port on the back. I note this simply because of chance for difference in tonal uniformity. Most know when you place a speaker's port against the wall, you reinforce the low-end frequencies, and with this system, it wouldn't be a bad thing to do. It seems like Jamo's thinking was the S803 bookshelves are meant to be a music and movie speaker and to make it as clean sounding as possible, but those other speakers need that reinforcement being made for that home theater purpose only. That's my guess, and I haven't noticed any audible differences in tonal quality. All smiles here. The S803s have a 5-inch driver, and the remaining 3 speakers have a 4-inch driver, so you will 100% need a subwoofer with this system, but the quality of bass is actually very satisfying to listen to. The frequency response is rated from 57 Hz to 26 kHz, and I think this rating is fair. These have a solid mid-range and usable bass output to around 50 Hz in-room response, and that starts to drop off like a cliff. Bass is quick, agile, and musical. I listened to absolutely everything from jazz to hip-hop to 80s R&B, and I found myself staring at the speaker surprised, in a good way, with what I was hearing. The bass port is constructed well. No matter how much volume I put into these speakers, I never hear any point noise or chuffing. Center channel sounds good. Had to boost it up a few dBs to normal to make sure I could hear the dialogue in action scenes, but other than that, it plays its role well. These speakers are tethered to a monoprice model of 7x 200 watt amplifier, and Jamo has the system rated 80 watts RMS, 160 watts max, so I gave them all the juice and then some, and they really handled the load fine. At this price point, most consumers won't be powering these speakers with external amplification. A traditional AV receiver will do just fine. I did listen to the system without a subwoofer to get an idea of standalone capabilities. They do surprisingly well, but turn them up too high or put too much bass to them and you start to expose the speakers as hollow sounding and undesirable. Set a good crossover, pair it with a solid subwoofer, and you have yourself one heck of a system for the money. I hope you enjoyed this review. We'll see you next time. Peace.